Hello, happy Monday, everybody. This is Laura of Laura's Stamping Legacy Studio. I want to welcome you on into the studio here. 1 second while I check my second device so I can make sure that this is running as it should be. If anybody's out there, you can let me know. Oh, I do see. Oh, Terry's watching. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. I'm trying to keep track. We're back to old school tonight. No fancy StreamYard. That's because we're doing the drawing. I don't want to have everything live and all that good stuff. So as we get people coming in, like I said, I'm Laura of Laura's Stamping Legacy Studio. I do lives at least once a month, and we're running a challenge card as well. So I'll demo that tonight, and we are having a drawing tonight for those that ordered under the host code that we had running in April. So as you come in, give it a thumbs up, share, like, follow me if you didn't. Tag people that are supposed to be here. Terry, you can tag Sharon and Cindy for me. I'm not afraid to call people out. So I should be able to see comments as they come. It's not quite as easy as when I use StreamYard, but at least I can keep up with things. iPad's not playing nice, which is typical. But I can see them on the phone, at least for now. Oh, hi, Sylvia. Welcome in. I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. Weather was nice, hopefully. It was for us. I hope it was for you. What's everybody up to? I always like to check in. Spring is, I don't even know if we have spring. Spring seems to be forgotten. And now we're in summer. But there are still spring sports. There's all the spring things we celebrate. Graduations. Anyone got graduations out there? First communions. All those things going on. Oh, there's Yana. Welcome in, Yana. Say hi, everybody. Oh, good. Sharon came in too. Welcome, welcome, Sharon. I was just talking about how we're all busy with our graduations. Yes, Yana, you have a graduation to go to. All these things that come up in spring. Proms were just a little while ago. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves too. That's always encouraged. I did something really fun. It wasn't necessarily a spring thing, but Yana invited me along on a dog rescue transport. So I love when I do new things I've never done before with new friends. So, and it was just so sweet. What a sweet way to spend some time with a dog if you don't have a dog in your life. So, and to see everyone along the legs of this journey was just really kind of heartwarming this last weekend. Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. Oh, good. We got a lot of people watching. I know you're all watching because we're going to have a drawing. But you know how I am. Before we get to the drawing, and I'm going to do the demo. So that's what we're going to do overall. We're going to do the demo, we're going to do the drawing. But before that, I always have my but first things that I say. I have to keep you up to date on what's happening. And I think the biggest but first happening is that the new catalog goes live. I can show you the catalog. I can't open it. And quite a few have gotten yours from me. If you haven't gotten one, it's online. Hopefully, if you need one and have ordered, I will be getting you one soon. But this is the new catalog that goes live on May 1st. Coming soon. We had a little update about the catalog information for you all today. I want to make sure I get it right. It said that they're organizing the online store slightly differently. It's going to have 3 new shopping categories. So if you still want to shop by your product categories like you used to, those are all there. But they've got a different way of looking at things, I guess, or just a way of labeling it. It's the way we've always done it. So they're calling it step by step. So there's one section they're considering step by step. And I'm assuming that that's the kits and the paper pumpkins and all the things like that on the online store sort of grouped together. Something called quick and easy options, which I think is some of the new stuff. And if you haven't seen the new catalog, there are some ephemera and base, card base and envelope packs and simpler stamps and dies to go with those sort of things. So that's going to be another category that's called quick and easy options. And then the third category online that'll be new as they have it set up is called Creativity Your Way. And that is more of the avid crafting with a lot of the, extenuating things that we use to create cards that start out simple and then end up, getting a little bit more elaborate. I'm guilty of that. Quick and easy is always good. We call them SIP cards, S-I-P, stamps, ink, paper, which is really the base of what you need to create a card. So that was a new announcement today they wanted to make sure I got out. And something I haven't talked about either, because it doesn't start until May 1st, is the new starter kit special that they have. So if you haven't seen them yet, or if you've seen them and are in love with them, the new starter kit special is our normal, when you get a starter kit, it's $99 and you get $125 worth of product. Well, for the month of May, they are offering a bonus free pack of all things in color. That's right. If you get a starter kit and join on my team, you get the $125 worth of product that you choose for just $99. And then you're going to get the full stamp pads for all the 5 in colors, the pack of paper, the DSP, and the Stamp and Write markers. So that starts May 1st as well. So, hi Laurel, welcome on in. I haven't seen you for a long time. I know you're busy with graduations and proms. We were talking about spring things earlier that are going on. It's a busy, busy time. So that's one thing of my buzz first. The next thing is, of course, that I am having a Derby Day event this Sunday. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's this Sunday. Never fear, I am getting ready. So that's coming up on Sunday the 5th from 1 till 3. I do have an event, so if you were wanting to come and want a space at the table, make sure you click going so I reserve your space. That will be a lot of fun. Derbies are always a lot of fun. We used to host a Derby event, so I might have a few Derby things left over to decorate with and to put into little prize things. So, excuse me, having a tickle tonight. So that was the third thing to talk about. I may have more than that. But, and after that, I always want to remind people that we do have the paper pumpkin that's coming. Oh, you have a fascinator. Cool. So for the paper pumpkins coming up, I want to tease, just in case you haven't seen it, May 10th is your last day to get on board for the, what's it called? The Best There Is. And this is this one in the middle here. And it is more, it's since Father's Day is coming, it's more of a masculine themed card with some, I think it matches the Country Woods paper that is in the new catalog. And then a quick tease forward to June's paper pumpkin. That's going to be the in color one. So they just recently released the colors that'll be in. So that's exciting always for us kit people. We'll be having another kit event. I have posted that as well, I believe. So I think that's all the things I wanted to talk about before we get to the demo, because that's what we're going to do first. We're going to be demonstrating. Oh, I forgot one thing I was supposed to show you. When we were talking about the Derby party, that's this Sunday. I'm not putting that on. I'm having a bad enough hair day as it is, so bear with me on that. But I think you may have seen that there was this card. So I'm doing at least two projects for Sunday. So this is one, and it's in 2 different colors. So if you come to the workshop, you will get to make one of these. And then I am doing another card based on the Under the Moon stamp set, which is right here, which is a new stamp set out of the new catalog. And yes, we're going to be inking and stamping this image. And there's a finished card that's coming out of this. I've almost got it done. I was working on it right before the live. Oh, thank you, Yana. No, yeah, I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. But so get excited for that. Those are the 2 projects. So that is all the stuff we need to talk about before we create the challenge card. Now, I think a lot of you are familiar with the challenge card. I will demonstrate a card, and then I give you a couple weeks. I think I'll give you 3 weeks this time because Mother's Day falls in the mix here. But I'll give you these 3 weeks to create your version of this card layout that I'm going to show you tonight. And you share a picture of your creation in the group. And then from that, I'll pull a little prize winner. Oh, you haven't tried it yet? It is fun and easy to work with, Cindy. So, and that's what we're going. One of the things I was surprised at how easy. And I did sort of case the catalog, but I did change it up a little bit. So, because I know sometimes people think it can take a lot to make these, but with the right stamps, it was really simple. So, back to the challenge card. So then, if from the ones that complete it and share it, I will pull a little prize winner. And anybody who does participate gets a little product share. Just kind of a mini little card kit that I send out. So, but enough. Let's go ahead and turn down. Bear with me here. This is why I wish I had my other setup, but never fear. I used to do this all the time until I got fancy. So hopefully we're going to be seeing the tabletop. Perfect. These are really cool. I have this here because of the derby, of course, but I don't know if you can see that. It changes colors. The run for the roses, right? So, might be a little distracting for the camera. These are the dimensions for the next challenge card. So, if you want to do a little screenshot of that, or I will post these later though, so you don't have to do that. And I will put this together later, and this will be a template. Because I really do enjoy having templates. Oh, there's the comments on my iPad. So it's really not hard. There is one tricky part that I'm going to help with, and I'm going to demonstrate how to score and cut. Hi, Nick. Cut this base, which makes this diamond fold card. It's a very simple diamond fold card. I cased this from my friend and fellow demonstrator, Ann Verillo. She's a friend of mine. She was an accountability partner in some of my training. So she made this lovely card, and I asked her if I could case it, and she said yes. So, having a heck of a time. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I probably just blew out your speakers. Okay. Got to be able to talk, right? So anyway, I will take a picture of this and post it. So you'll want to get a base cardstock and some white pieces, and then DSP, and then you'll just use the back side or a coordinating piece. Alrighty. So I have all the pieces up here pre-cut. First thing you'll need is your base, and this was 4 1/4 by 11. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Sharon. That's a new designer series paper, the one that's in the, actually that's all new. This is called Country Woods, and it's a new designer series paper. So I just grabbed a few of the pieces out of that to use for this card. And then I used, where did I put it? This is a current stamp set that's going to carry over. It's the Hooray for Surprises. That's where the flower came from. And those dies, I store my dies right in here. It has bonus dies in it. So these are really pretty little leaves that die cut out. So that's the bits. I should have showed you that before. But let's get back to this. I'm trying to catch. It's hard to catch the comments when I got the old school way going. So you get your 4 1/4 by 11, and you're going to want to score that. Score it at 5 1/2. Just find your mark. Remember, the dark blade cuts, the gray blade scores. So this is the gray blade. So you want 5.5. Okay. Let's put this one down here. And then you also want 2 1/4. So I'm going to flip it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Not 2 1/4 either. I'm sorry. 2 1/8. So you find 2 1/4 and come back. And then you do that again. Now the reason why I flipped over when I was scoring, and you're not going to be able to see this, but when you score, you're running a nib along your cardstock. So what that does is it makes an indent on one side, and it makes a little outdent or a little bump on the other side. And there's all these little rules and tricks with cardstock. One of them is that the cardstock, of course, has a weave to it. So one side is easier to fold down than the other. It'll quote unquote break more if you're going against it, fold better if you're going with it. And as luck would have it, I did fold this one so it would go that way. So my bead is on the inside for that. And then I wanted the bead of the score to be on the inside of the other fold, which this is the front of your card. So that makes the base of our card. All that's kind of extra knowledge. The only thing you need to know is that this was 2 1/8 and 5.5, and we scored this to make our base. The other pieces I have pre-cut. So we can go ahead and put your DSP down. There's no reason not to. Just find your pieces and where they go. And you can use, I'm going to use some liquid glue, gives you a little wiggle room. You can use adhesive runner if you wish. This one kind of matches, so I want to make sure I match up how it's going. So pay attention to your DSP, because you want to make sure. I will check comments when I get done working here, so feel free to ask questions. I will come back and answer. If I go ahead and try to do that now, we'll never get through this. So there's that. So, and then this one will go over here. My husband, I don't know if you can hear them, and my son have gotten busy down the basement, which is just below me. So hopefully the mic is not picking up whatever it is they're up to. It's nice that he lives close by. His condo is only 5 minutes from here. So we get to dog sit a lot and to see him a lot, which is nice. Okay, there's your 2 panels there. And there's also, I won't put it in yet because I want to stamp on it, but you'll need your sentiment panel. And like I said, I'll give you these dimensions later. This is a 3x4, the sentiment panel. So I'm going to put that in later because I want to stamp on it first. And you do that because if you were to stamp on it and oopsie, it wasn't right, you could flip it over. I also didn't talk about this cardstock. This is a new base cardstock that they've brought out. It's called Basic Beige. So, and it's brand new. So that's why I want to highlight that too. And I did not do one other part of this. Oops. I need to cut the triangle. Hold on. So from this score, I should have done that before I did the DSP, but going live sometimes gets you a little bit discombobulated. For the flat part, you need to mark your edge. So find a pencil, which I just did, and you want to measure this. So this was the end of the small flap, because if you look at my stencil here, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have a point to work with. So put this where you can see where 2 1/8 is, because I know the edge should be at 4 1/4. And 2 1/8, there's 2 1/4, so 2 1/8 is right here, right? So then what you need to do, and it's easier for you to see that actually with the DSP on there, But you need to go from the score mark right here to that dot that you drew at the 2 1/8 mark. So get yourself, because you're going to cut this off. So just run your blade up there. So you've got your point off that one. If I could pick it up, there we go. And then you want to go ahead and mark where your fold is, and your point is much easier to see this time because you've already cut it. And just go like that. So there you go. There's the point. there's your flap that we can put the diamond on. Yeah, if you follow me. But the thing about a mistake when you're in your crafting room is you have the tools to correct it, always. So now, these are the other 2 pieces of paper we have left other than your sentiment. And you're going to create your accent panel from that goes onto your triangle. So I would go ahead and adhere this with the side you wanted. There you go. Doesn't take much glue to hold it in place. Okay. Just center that up real good. And that'll go right on there. And I'm just going to quickly decorate. I might as well put this together for you so you can see some of the tricks of the trade or the mistakes of the trade. What else is going on with everybody? Is it too early to say how many days of school left? Sharon, I know that you work in a school system. How many days of school left? So I already got everything stamped and ready to go. So it's going to be on it's going to go up and down triangularly, kind of. So I think the first thing I want to do, probably get my sentiment popped up and on. The sentiments I made are out of the Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder. So we played with this at one of my workshops, and it's a great, easy way to make full-on sentiments that look like ephemera pack sentiments. And although there's a section of the, I think page 74 of the catalog, the new catalog, is a section that shows you stamps and dies that are still available online out of previous catalogs. This is one of them that's going to be available online, but it doesn't show up in the catalog. So there's a lot of things that are going to be available online, and it'll take a little looking to find them or just searching for different things. But this is where it'll be helpful that I can show you some of the things. So I'm happy that this is still going to be available. And it's fun to work with as well. So I was going to pop this up with some dimensionals. See if I can put just a couple in here just to get that up. Might need a few little ones. If you don't have the size you want, you can make it. It's just tough because I work a little bit in the dark here so that the images, I think you can see the cards well enough, can't you? Yeah, this is finals week. Graduation is Sunday. At NKU we're talking about. UC's graduation was last weekend. Yana and I were coming back from that dog transport, and we saw someone in their gown, and it was last weekend. So I don't have my little trash can here. So I'm doing what all of us do. I'm just dropping my dimensional backs on my table. And I will probably find them in my bed or in the kitchen, because backs of dimensionals just travel. So I'm just going to pop this up, then I'll know how much room I have left. I don't think I'm going to use I'm going to do use something that's not, I have a small fine tip. We have a fine tip one. I do have that one as well. This is a favorite little one I used to have forever though, and sometimes you just have to use your favorite ones. Sorry, damping up. I do like the Tombow a lot though. But when it comes to things like this, I need to revert to something that I've used for years and years. It's the same glue that's in the Tombow. So it's the same as the green glue. It's just easier to manipulate. I know some of you who are scrapbookers, when I talk about the adhesive runners, you have your big ones that are, my goodness, it's a big long wheel of it. You're braver than I am. I'm always afraid the big wheel of adhesive stuff will mess up on me. So you just layer those so you can see them. That one probably should have been a little bit more down. And then put some dimensionals on this flower. I stamped and then used a Stampin' Right marker for the center of this. So I stamped it in Petal Pink and then used a pecan pie marker on the stamp to ink that little part of it to make it darker, and then die cut that. So, and more dimensional backs. Okay. That one leaf is probably too far, but that's good. And then when you get that done, you're going to go over here, and that's why I wanted to finish it, because don't put the adhesive on the piece that you just made. Go ahead and put your glue down on here, because you don't want it to end up somewhere else. And then just line this up to give it that framed look. And give it a good press. And I would open it and press it, and then do that as well. And then the last thing you do, of course, is embellish. And I do have some old, I know they're retired, but they had Petal Pink, which was what I was looking for. So just figure where you think it looks good. I may just put one on this one. Might put a couple up here. There seems to be a lot of room here. Let's just put a couple together. I seem to do 3 a lot. I know people say always use 5 or 3. I don't have enough to always do 5 or 3. But I tend to put 2 together and 1 somewhere else. There is no wrong to this. Bling, bling away, right, girls? Pecan pie, paper pumpkin. Oh, wow. So that's a high school in Colorado. So he goes another couple weeks yet, Yana? So that's the challenge card. So remember, when it comes to doing the challenge card, it's not creating the exact same card. It's just creating the same layout. And then you use your papers and stamps and dies to make it your way. And I'm going to run that 3 weeks, girls, because I was going to do it to the 12th, but 12th is Mother's Day. So I know we all will be busy with Mother's Day things that we're going to do with our families and such. So that will be the next challenge card. And now I have so much stuff around. Oh, that's right. We want to do a drawing. Let's go ahead and get, well, we'll stay down for that. Let me go ahead before I turn us up to talk, because I need to have the wheel of names. That's why we didn't do the other setup. So let's go ahead and do, I'll have to turn off, hang tight. Let me get this. Here's our wheel of names. So when I say a wheel of names, it's actually a wheel of names. So I want to thank everyone. I'm so blessed to have all my wonderful friends and customers, because I think it's just, it works out to be a combination of the two, that have supported me and helped me in many ways. And I have all your names on the wheel in relation to as many times as you met the parameters, which was to spend $25 before shipping and tax. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this and then spin it. But before I do that, I do want to say that this was a special month. I didn't talk about this very much, but it was Stampin' Up! Was running a sales challenge, and they challenged us to better our best from last April. And I did. Thanks to you, I'm very blessed that I bettered my best, and bettered my best above, because of course it was pre-order, and I had ordered a nice size order, but even without my order, I would have bettered my best from last April. So as a thank you to you, this was just a challenge for us. And you're like, oh, what do you get? Well, we're getting a special designer series paper. So I thought I was going to share the love. So what I'm going to do is, when I get this paper, and it'll probably take a while, I am going to split it between everyone that ordered in April. So it'll just be like a little mini product share. But whatever this paper is that's coming, and none of us have seen it yet, I will split it with everyone that ordered. So that's something, a bonus thing that I hadn't told you. So, woohoo! I love when there are bonus things. So let's go ahead and shuffle and see if I can turn the volume up, because it's fun to hear the cheering. Good luck, everybody. And to whoever the winner is, I will reach out to you after. The rewards are at $114.26. Woohoo! Plus a half price item. So we're going to shuffle. Come on, shuffle. Okay. And we're going to pull a winner. Good luck, everyone. And I don't hear any sound, so not sure why. And our winner is, woohoo, Melissa. I'm not even sure Melissa's watching. I'll have to reach out to her afterwards. Melissa, you are our winner. It has been a while. Congratulations. Thank you so much. So let me go ahead and get ourselves turned up here. If I can get back to what's going on. Hang tight. Oh, we get this. No. We don't want to hear it. All righty. Here we go. All right. And we'll find the tools to make it not upside down. Yay, I'm back. And congratulations again to Melissa. And thank you, everyone. I'm just glad I have a nice little bonus thing to split and share with everybody. That's a little bit fun. Let me see if I can see the comments and catch up. All righty. Here we go. Do I still have everybody? I didn't lose anybody? All right. It takes a while. There's a lag. So that's about everything. Everything I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this new challenge card. Like I said, it'll run all the way until May 19th. We went till the Sunday after Mother's Day. So I'm looking forward. I'm getting all ready. I got to clean and get things ready. And I pulled out some fun Derby Day things to decorate with. And I need to go to the store and get a few munchies. So I'm getting really excited for Sunday. I hope those of you that are coming are getting excited too. So just bring your basic crafting kits that you have, not kits, but your toolbox. If you have a take your pick tool and your favorite runner, it just makes it faster as we're creating. But until then, everyone take care and good luck on the challenge card. And if you have any questions, especially as the catalog goes live, if there's anything you're trying to find or you're confused by anything, just reach out. That's what I'm here for. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great evening. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.